My name is Barbara Pike. I'm a paraplegic since I'm 24 years of age. I became a paraplegic by a small thorn cleaning a garden in Florida, which became festered. Went to the emergency room and picked up a staph infection, which went into my bloodstream and destroyed my motor nerve. So I became a paraplegic within a month. After I left the rehab hospital, there was a visual problem with me being in the chair from my family and friends. They'd just cry. They would, my mother, my mother-in-law, my husband. So I took my two daughters and I figured we'd all learn together, rented a house, paid a handyman $5 to put in a ramp, found out I could learn how to drive with my hands, got hand controls, got a Chrysler, blue and white, and I was able to be reunited with my husband because he understood that it was me. I was doing all this. I was still the same. I was just sitting down. As I was aging, the top half, the torso part of my body was deteriorating. And it finally got to a point where I wasn't able to wheel the chair across the street, get my mail, do the wash. And I had a social worker friend. She said, I know of this organization, CCI. The person came in from CCI and spent an hour and a half talking to me. And she said, what do you think we can do to help you? I said, anything that would enable me to remain independent. I'll do anything. And she said, we'll do everything we can. And that's how I started with CCI. And as my needs, as my body decided it was going to deteriorate a little more, I kept calling CCI and I said, oh, rotor cuff's gone. Yep, I don't know, I think it's going to need a Hoyer lift. And the needs that were going to keep me independent were fulfilled. I know people will think 51 years is a long time. They're going to say, well, how did you do it? But I didn't do it. I did it with so many hands. In the beginning, it was anger. Anger propelled me. If you don't get rid of that anger, you're really not going to succeed with anything. Mm-hmm. The missing of walking and running and kneeling, etc., was replaced by the challenge of learning to do without it. I can't even count the amount of help I had through the years. And there usually really wasn't anybody that wasn't willing to give me a hand as long as I asked. Mm-hmm. That was a very important thing for me to learn, how to ask. And now I'm ready for the next phase of my life.